Hello and welcome to this, for me, special video. My name is Kasper and this is Biltuben, and today it's for all you Subaru people out there. I am on my way to visit Nick Slade from Carsbuildbyslade. I think that's the name of his company. He is in possession of, or he is building a very special Subaru Legacy. We got in contact with him on Facebook, on some of the forums on there with the Legacy, because I own one myself. Mine is Gen 1 Series 2 station wagon turbo. His is I believe a Legacy Gen 1 Series 1 and is converting it to a RS RA model, the baddest of them all, the most special one. And from the pictures I have seen, he is so meticulous in his job of rebuilding this car. And from a good friend I have, Martin in Denmark, where I come from, he is also a big fanatic of Subaru and Subaru. It was the Danish English. Okay, sorry for my English sometimes, but he is also a big Subaru fan, and he also has a Legacy like mine. He told me about Nick I'm going to meet now, and about his passion and his craftsmanship and his just ability to work on this car. And from the pictures I have seen, there is a treat for me waiting, and I'm very looking forward to this. I'm in the US on vacation with my family, and we have been all around the coast here in California, but now we are in Monterey, and our hotel is about half an hour from where his shop is. So I took the chance and I threw the family out of the car and I said, I'm going to see this shop. Of course, I have made some arrangements with Nick, and I hope he's still there, because I said I will be there in the afternoon and it's 3 o'clock now. So I'm about 10-15 minutes out, and hopefully he is still there, and I can get you on the other camera, and we will see the shop and that car. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching.
Is really similar in a lot of ways, that graining that's in there.
Yeah.
So it's worked really well. And then of course the Group A roof vents, they were from Possum Born in New Zealand as well.
So you're trying to build it as a street legal?
Yeah, it's basically a street car with.
But you can run everything over here, okay?
Yeah, with the rally accents, really.
Yeah.
Would be the way to put it. You know, it's really the inspiration car was the press car right from the start, from the day one when I decided I was going to do a proper car. That was where, you know, that picture of the press car was where I started. So that's why we did these custom wheels for it. And yeah, I mean, it's a real mismatch of things. The rear uprights are off a US, well, knuckles as they call them, you know, the hub spindle bearing assembly, they call them knuckles. They're off a 2004 STI, which is 5x100. So yeah, basically it's 04 rear knuckles, 05 front knuckles. It's a 2002 JDM RA gearbox with the viscous coupling. And that speed? Same year, 6-speed, that same year they had some models crossed over to the DCCD, but I didn't want that.
Okay, so
I wanted this low close ratio box.
So it's non-DC.
Just a viscous. Yeah. Okay. Because I just want to keep it kind of classic.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want all the adjusters.
No. Yeah. Okay, that could be a little bit.
Just kind of keeping it with the theme. So yeah, I decided to stay with just the viscous center diff. For what this is a show car.
Yeah. So you're not going to use it for that anyway.
Yeah.
So you were saying something about the engine you have in now.
So the engine that's in here now came direct from STI in Japan.
Wow.
So it was sent over to a guy to do some development work. And so with that came 2 sets of cylinder heads, hand ported, both brand new. The engine is pretty much brand new, although it's been sitting for a long time. I kind of cleaned it up.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, basically I just end up with the stuff to build up 2 really good engines. I've got this other one. And I think I'm actually going to build that one, put that one together, and put that in the car and then do a spare. So, not that I'll ever expect that I need it. But,
no. It's still a 2.0?
Yeah, 2 liter. They'll both
2 liter,
be 2 liter. And both of the intercoolers are over in Europe right now, getting the modifications for the inlet to the Group A spec. So this one in here right now is just a mock-up. It's not one. It's just an old junk one that I've got. So I'm not going to use that.
Oh yeah, this one.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So the ones are
old junk one.
yeah. Basically going to be the ones that I've got are way nicer than this. Has some dents and things.
But is it still the charge cooler system?
Yep.
They used.
Yep. So this is basically the only difference between the street one and the Group A, from what I understand, is the rows. That had a bigger cooler inside of it, so they weren't actually factory, although they kind of look at glance. You know, they have more rows in them than this. I can't remember. It's like these have 4 and the Group A have 6 or something like that.
Okay.
But I will have the correct angle in the intake on it. So because I'm so close to the fender, it doesn't look like it right now.
No.
And I forgot to roll it.
But when it get down,
and so I'm actually probably going to roll the fronts and the rear fender just with which is I've got to modify.
Yeah. Just to
give me a little more clearance. It's really close. So I've had a whole bunch of people sit in the back. If you bounce up and down, it just touches.
Okay. So what kind of suspension do you run?
So it's an Öhlins.
Yeah, it is an Öhlins. Yeah.
The engine itself and all that under the hood. It'll look pretty stock when it's all finished, but I've got, you know, the VF48 turbo. Decided to stay away from the ball bearing one. A few people have had issues with those. And I talked to a guy that, you know, I kind of respect, and he gave me some good information and his experience, and we decided to stay with that one. He's going to do some modifications to it. So yeah, basically all the exhaust system is all GD Impreza exhaust. You know, made for the GD. But of course, when you look underneath, it all bolts in. There's nothing that you really have to particularly modify. Other than I've made the axles a little bit shorter. Although you probably, you know, I haven't really read up. I think you might get away with running them, but I'm shortening the fronts and the rears by 10 millimeter from the standard GD Impreza. But yeah, you can see the packaging, of course, all the original Legacy Type R. That's what was on the Type R and Type RA. So the exhaust headers will be the original because of that, and I wanted that because of the sound. Of course, you can put heads, but I wanted that. It was really, you know. And at one point, I almost went to headers, and I had a friend in New Zealand that said, Nick, don't do that. He said, you got to put the originals back on just for that sound. And because it's not a race car, it was pretty easy to convince me. I'm like, okay, I don't want to lose that, you know, that original sound that they had.
because
it's really unique.
yeah, it is.
For these ones was really cool. Just kind of sounded like the boss, I guess you could say. You know, just really kind of a mean sound.
It's some of the fondest and most memorable memories I have of this car is we had the Eurosport, the channel, TV channel, where then they broadcasted a lot of rallying and Group A rally. I saw Colin McRae the first time at this one when it was white and with the different colors on.
Yep.
When he just threw it up a hill, you know, you can only hear that rumble sound and crackles and bangs and that was I was sold. Also because, you know, I had the Subaru blood and we were rooting for that.
Yeah.
But still, none of the other cars could, you know, compare.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this sounds pretty fantastic.
It is.
So I really want to try and make this one look just like a new car. You know?
Yeah, you are doing
so
a hell of a good
there's
job.
a few things here and there that I've got to fix up, but
So all the logos and emblems
Yep.
are all new also.
all brand new.
And this one,
that's genuine.
Yeah.
Just that's not a repop. That's all original.
Okay,
Genuine.
also
it was
with-
brand new from Japan.
wow,
So,
that's you can
so-
pay in gold like
Yeah, it wasn't even back then. It was really expensive.
or in kidneys and
so-
stuff like that. So I jumped in the video quite quickly, because I went inside and met Nick and we just started talking and we just talked 2 hours, I think, about that car in there. And I'm not able to get it all on tape for you because it would be too much and too long. I'm getting some good shots at it. I'm getting a little bit of putting on some music, and then some of the talking we have done, I'm gonna put in. But otherwise, I can just give you a quick tour around it of the things I think I remember. I have gotten so many information in my head. He has repainted it. It's not fully redone right now, but it's nearly there. All the suspension, all the setup of the wheels and stuff, he has made himself. Engine is either gonna be one of those that's going to come in the end. Roof vents he has made himself to meet the original standard, and yeah, it's just insane, this car. It's so many details, so beautiful when you are a Subaru Legacy fan like I am. It has so many of the right parts, but also some new and improved stuff like for example the 6-speed gearbox from the Impreza. It's got some other brakes. It has a totally different suspension setup, but engine wise it's gonna be quite original and up to nearly the specs of a Group A rally car. So in real life it's even more impressive than on the pictures I've seen before I came here. So wow, just wow. And for your English viewing people, this is the workshop he's working in. It's totally clean, and these are some of the other cars. A R8 LMS spec car he has for one of his customers. Also this one, Ford Cortina, historic racing, he's doing for one of his customers. A Formula F 5000 car, a old Formula 1 car, and in there is a Ferrari 308 he's doing and rebuilding for his wife. In the trailer there's also a Corvette, another Corvette, a C1 I believe it is, and it's in here. He's doing some work too also. Insane job. But of course it was for that car I came and I saw and we have talked a lot about, and then he tells me that he has not only this unicorn, but he also has that unicorn up over there, an Impreza 22B, and it's currently situated down at the local Subaru dealership. So if I have the time and my family will allow it, I will try to make it down there tomorrow and see it before we are leaving Monterey. So yeah, I think that this will be the end of the tour here at this amazing place. So okay, people, just got out from Nick's workshop, or his palace, or his kingdom, or I don't know what to call it. It was, I'm totally high, and it's not just for the camera. I'm literally still, you know, it's not shaking, but I'm so aroused by his way of being a human being, just nice to me, just telling me all sorts of stuff. I have been there since 4 o'clock, and it's 7 o'clock now. It has been such a big experience for me. I have not gotten it all on camera because we got into the Subaru like just straight away and just talked about it, and I did not arrange it properly, and I tried to sum it up a little bit. I hope I got to sum it up good enough, but he talked so much and gave me so much detail, and I saw all the details, and I will try to get it, and I hope you have seen the video now. This is the ending of the video, and I hope that I have mixed it or edited it so it is, you get something out of it. So many thanks for yeah, no, I cannot stop right now. He fired up, and not the Subaru, it is not done yet to fire up, but nearly there, and his plan is to be finished with it come next year, summertime, I think. Yeah, but he fired up an F5000 Formula car, an ex-McLaren V8, 600-ish, 650 horsepower when in its prime. It was such, I think it blew out my microphone on my camera. It was such an amazing good sound that you can feel it all the way into your chest. He fired up a R8 LMS GT car.
And then, foot on the clutch.
With this magnificent sounding V10, yeah, such an amazing, and his father's workshop where he tunes and rebuilds old racing engines. We were over there as well, and I got to see an V12, no, not V12, and 12-cylinder Boxer Ferrari engine that he just rebuilt. It's such an amazing experience, such an amazing day for me, or afternoon, and I thank you for watching. And I thank Nick for letting me come by just out of the blue, nearly. He's such a good guy, and I wanted to stay for so much longer, but it's getting evening time, and I have to go back to my family. So yeah. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you, Nick, for letting me do this experience. And now I'm saying the same thing one more time, because in my mind I'm doing this couple of hours over again in my head. So yeah, this is it. Thank you for watching and going on this tour with me and seeing this prime example of an Subaru Legacy, and maybe, if we are lucky and if I have the time, I will go by the dealership here, the local dealership, Subaru dealership, and see his 22B. I have to see one in real life. I have to see one. So this might be the best chance for me. So thank you for watching, and if you see some footage of the 22B, I got lucky. If we don't, yeah, then it's it. See you.